So hello everyone, in this video we will learn about user-defined data types in C language. So first let's discuss about the C language. C is a general purpose programming language created by Dennis Ritchie at the Bell Laboratories in 1972. It is a very popular language despite being old. The main reason for its popularity is because it is a fundamental language in the field of computer science. C is strongly associated with Unix as it was developed to write the Unix operating system. It is one of the most popular programming languages in the world just because it is very old and always in use. If you know C, you will have no problem in learning other popular programming languages such as C, Java, Python, C++, or C hash. C is very fast compared to other programming languages like Java and Python. C is very versatile and it can be used in both applications and technologies. So now let's discuss about the example program of C. So first the example program that we can see is we are including the standard input output functions, and the int main is the where we start executing the program. The first program is very simple. We just print using printf for printing the hello world. You can see on the right side the output is hello world. While in the second program, we are assigning a value to a variable called a as 10, and we are using the format specifier %d to print the value of a. And it is giving us the value as output, the value 10. So now let's discuss about what is data type. Well, when we talk about the data types, in the programming world, data type is the set of quantities that belongs together and are of similar category. Data type is used so that the compiler or interpreter of a programming language can be told about the data which is to be used, what type of data it is. In this figure, we can see the string values are getting stored, all type of data which are strings in the green boxes, while same goes for integer in the blue boxes, and the float values, the values which having data type as float, are getting stored in yellow boxes. So now let's discuss about the data types in the C language, how many types of data and how they are differentiated from each other. First is the primary kind of data, or we can say the basic level of data types, which includes integer, character, floating point, double floating point, and the void. The second one is derived data types. Function, array, pointer, and reference comes under the derived data types in C. And the third class is user-defined data types, where the user is defining it. It includes class, structure, union, enum, and typedef. Now let's see the primary data types. It includes integer, character, string, float, and double. Well, integer is responsible for holding the integer kind of values, this data type. Well, character data type is for including the characters, individual characters. The string are for set of characters, while the float is responsible to contain decimal point numbers. Example is given, float f is equal to 69.99, while the double stores the fractional numbers, which includes 2.34 or maybe minus 1.145. Now let's see a simple C programming where we are assigning a different kind of values to the variables. While int main is where the execution starts from, int a is equal to 9, where we are storing the positive value. Int b is equal to minus 9, where we are storing the negative integer value. Int c is equal to 89u, where again we are including an integer value. And the last one is long, where we are and L is used for long integer in C. While on the right side we can see the output, the integer value with the positive data is 9, integer value with the negative data is minus 9, integer value with an unsigned integer data is 89, and integer value with a long integer data is 99998. Now let's discuss about the data types and its storage capacity, how much storage they take when we use them. So the first one is the byte. It takes 1 byte. And when it comes to the whole numbers, it can store from minus 128 to 127 positive number. The second one is the short. It takes 2 bytes and it can store whole numbers from minus 32,768 to 32,767. The third one, the widely used int, it takes size up to 4 bytes. It stores whole numbers from minus 2147,483,648 to 2147,483,647. The next one comes is long. While the long takes size up to 8 bytes and it can store whole numbers from 9223,372,036,854,775,808 to 9223,372,036,854,775,807. The float takes up to 4 bytes as well. It stores fractional numbers. It is sufficient for storing 6 to 7 decimal digits. The double takes size up to 8 bytes, stores fractional numbers sufficient for storing 15 decimal digits. The next one is the boolean. It takes 1 bit only and stores only either true or false, which can be represented using 1 and 0. The last one is the char that takes size up to 2 bytes. It stores a single character with ASCII values. Now let's see the derived data types. The data types that has been termed as derived data types are the ones that is actually derived from the primary data types itself. These can be created using various operators and language features. The first one is the array. Well, array, it is a collection of elements of the same data type. Well, declaration of array goes like, as you can see, using the data type integer array with the braces, and inside it we are storing some values. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The second one is the pointer. Well, pointer, it is a variable used for storing the memory address of another variables. We can see the declaration part of it. It's using with integer part as well. Integer data type, integer x is equal to 10, integer pointer is equal to and x, and the pointer is storing the value 20. The third one is the function. Well, function is a set of statements that when called performed some specific task. It is the basic building block of a C program that provides modularity and code reusability. The programming statements of a function are enclosed with the braces, curly braces. In this example, we are performing the sum operations and using the function sum main, we are performing it. We have taken the value 10 and 30 for A and B respectively, and we are just displaying the sum of it, which is output, which you can see on the right hand side. Now let's discuss about the modifiers in C language. The modifiers in the C language are the keywords to modify the default properties of integer and character data types. Well, there are 4 modifiers in C as follows. The first one is short. It limits user to store small integer values from minus 32,768 to 32767. It can be used only on integer data types. Short int, my short integer value is equal to 18. Using the keyword short, we use the modifier short. The long is, it allows user to store very large number, something like 9 million or trillion. The syntax long is used instead of long integer. Long, my long integer value is equal to any big values you can assign. The next one is the signed. Well, signed, it is a default modifier of integer and character data types if no modifier is specified. It says that user can store negative and positive values. Well, using the signed, first we hold it a negative integer value, and in the second one we are having the positive integer value. The next one is the unsigned. When user intends to store only positive values in the given data type, that is integer and character specified, we use the unsigned. Unsigned int, my integer value is equal to 486. Now let's discuss about the user defined data types. Well, in the C programming, user-defined data types allows developers to create custom types based on existing fundamental or derived data types. These custom types enhances code flexibility, abstraction, and efficiency. Well, let's see the different types of user-defined data types. The first one is structure. We use the keyword struct to use the structure data type. A structure is used to group items of different data types into a single type. The struct keyword defines a structure. The size of a structure is equal to or greater than the total size of its members. We can see the example program of it where we use the keyword struct for person, which works in a specified company, and the integer values are holding the lifespan of it. Now we can see it is holding different type of data types, including the integer value data types, the character. The second one is the union. Well, unions are similar to structures but store all members in the same memory location. Only one member contains data at a time. The size of a union is determined by its largest member. We can see the example program. We have implemented the keyword union. The next one is the enumeration, which can be referred as enum. Enums allow creating custom data types with name integer constants. The enum keyword declares an enumeration. Enum simplifies code readability. As we can see in the example program, it created the custom data type. In this program, we can see the value allocation of the data types, including enum. Well, the first one is having the index number 0, the second one is 1, the third one is having the index number 2. So when we asked it to return my favorite cafe, which we assigned as T Villa Cafe, it returned us the value 1. The last one is the type def, or we better say type definition. Type def allows creating aliases for existing data types. It enhances code reliability and simplifies complex type names. It enhances code readability and simplifies complex type names. Well, in the example program, we can see we have assigned type def with unsigned long integer, and we associated the ULL unsigned long with a variable called big number, where we assigned it a very big number. Basically, type def is a keyword that is used to provide existing data types with a new name. The C type def keyword is used to redefine the name in already existing data types. And hence we got the output, the big number, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now we can conclude up to the summary, which is for what we have learned over the period, where we first get to know about the C language intro, then about the data types, then about the types in data types, which is primary, derived, and user defined, their size allocation. Then we learned about modifiers in C, and lastly the user defined data types: structure, union, enumeration, and the last one is type definition. So thank you for going through the video, and we expect that you understood the concepts very well.